The great silence, the scale of loneliness. Look up at the night sky. In a clear, dark environment, you can see about 2,500 stars. But that is just a fraction of the 100 billion stars in our own galaxy, the Milky Way. Now imagine this. For every single grain of sand on every beach on Earth, there are 10,000 stars out there in the cosmos. Science tells us that at least a fifth of those stars have an Earth-like planet orbiting them. The math suggests that there should be millions of civilizations in our galaxy alone, some of them billions of years older than us. By now they should have crossed the stars. Their signals should be flooding our radios. Their structures should be visible in the telescopes. But as we look deeper into the void, we find nothing. No signals, no structures, no footprints, just an eerie, haunting silence. Welcome to the Fermi Paradox. Today, we ask the most chilling question in human history: where is everyone? The Kardashev scale, the power of gods. To understand why this silence is so terrifying, we first need to understand what a civilization is capable of. In 1964, astronomer Nikolai Kardashev proposed a scale to measure a civilization's level of technological advancement based on the amount of energy they can harness. Type 1, a civilization that can use all the energy available on its home planet. We, humans, aren't even there yet. We are at about 0.7. Type 2, a civilization capable of harnessing the total energy of its host star. Imagine a Dyson sphere, a massive structure surrounding the sun, capturing every single photon it emits. This civilization would be 10 billion times more powerful than us. Type 3, a civilization that controls the energy of its entire galaxy. To them, the Milky Way is just a playground. If a Type 3 civilization existed billions of years ago, we should see them everywhere. Their Dyson spheres would dim the stars, and their infrared waste heat would glow like a beacon in our telescopes. The galaxy should be glowing with the footprints of gods. But when we point our sensors at the stars, we see a wilderness, an empty unlit forest. Why hasn't anyone reached Type 3? Or did they all disappear before they could? The Great Filter, the unsurmountable wall. What if the reason for the silence is a wall? A barrier so difficult to cross that almost no one survives it. Scientists call this the Great Filter. It's a stage in the evolution of life that is nearly impossible to pass. It could be the transition from simple cells to complex life, or the discovery of nuclear weapons, or the creation of an uncontrollable artificial intelligence. Now there are two possibilities, and both are equally haunting. First, the filter is behind us. Maybe we are the only ones who survived. Maybe the jump from matter to life is so rare that we are the first winners of the cosmic lottery. In this case, the universe is ours to take. Second, the filter is ahead of us. And this is the terrifying one. It means that every civilization reaches our current level of technology only to be destroyed by the same thing. Climate collapse, gray goo, or a machine that outsmarts its creator. If we find ruins of an ancient civilization on Mars, it would be the worst news in history. It would mean the filter is ahead of us and it's waiting for us too. Is the silence a sign of our uniqueness, or is it a graveyard? The zoo hypothesis and dark forest, the predators. But what if the silence isn't a result of extinction? What if it's a choice? Enter the dark forest theory. Imagine a forest at night. It's full of predators. To survive, you must be silent. If you see a light, you don't call out to it, you hide. Because in this forest, any civilization that reveals its location is seen as a threat to be eliminated. Maybe the stars are quiet because everyone else knows something we don't. We've been broadcasting our location for a century. We aren't the masters of the forest, we are the only ones shouting in the dark. Or perhaps there is the zoo hypothesis. Advanced civilizations know exactly where we are. They are watching us right now, just like we watch animals in a nature documentary. To them, we are a primitive species kept in a cosmic cage until we are ready to join the conversation. They are there. They are listening. They are just choosing not to answer. Is the silence a shield, or is it a cage? The final answer, the loneliness. Arthur C. Clarke once said, "Two possibilities exist. Either we are alone in the universe, or we are not. Both are equally terrifying. If we are alone, We carry the entire spark of consciousness in a cold, dead infinite. We are the universe's only chance to know itself. That is a heavy, sacred burden. But if we are not alone, if the silence is a choice, or if the great filter is coming for us, then we are living on borrowed time. Perhaps the answer to the Fermi Paradox isn't something we find in the stars. Perhaps it's something we find in ourselves. As we continue to shout into the void, we must ask, are we ready for what might shout back? Until the silence breaks, we remain the lonely observers of the cosmic ocean. Stay curious. Stay a U-Minds.